Wellness Wednesday. And today I want to talk to you about why we do a winter detox and when and why it's important, why it's beneficial, all those good things. So I often get asked about, why detox? Why is it so important to our overall health? Why do you talk about it so much? And detoxing is one of the most absolute best preventative care measures we can do for ourselves. So why is that? Well, because the goal of detox is to remove the unwanted waste and toxins from your body before disease sets in. So you know me, I'm all about prevention rather than treatment. Obviously, I'm here to help you treat, but at the same time, if we can prevent you needing treatment for anything, then that's the best, most optimal ideal solution, right? And so our body is exposed to over 2 million toxins per day. That's kind of crazy. That's an overwhelming number. And though our bodies are designed to naturally detox, they can quickly become overloaded with toxins in today's society. No matter how clean of a life we live, it's just all around us all the time. And so when this happens, our bodies just can't keep up and begin to shut down. And this is because the amount of inflammation in our body becomes overwhelming for our organ systems to deal with. And so as a result, our natural elimination mechanisms are stalled and clogged and stopped up and all that stuff. So, when toxins are naturally eliminated and you don't force them out manually through a detox, health issues such as weight gain, constipation, hormonal imbalance, blood sugar imbalance, rashes, allergies, sleep disruption, even low sex drive can occur. And sometimes toxicities can lead to even more severe health issues such as prediabetes or diabetes, autoimmune disease, and even cancer. So, it's something that's very simple and can be really helpful. So, just as much as detox is a physical cleanse, it's also an emotional one. And it's not just about our liver functioning properly or having a clean colon, although these are also important and necessary. It's also about removing what does not serve us emotionally and spiritually. So simply put, detoxes give us access to a great emotional, physical, and spiritual health if we take part and we let it. And so, why in the winter? I'm a big believer in seasonal detoxes. So, we should be doing one with every quarter. And we should really, if we can, live with the seasons. What does that mean? Eating foods that are in season and, observing the light and dark cycles of the year. Today is the winter solstice. Happy first day of winter, everyone. And so, today we will have the shortest amount of daylight of the entire year, and so I'll just observing that and moving with that as well, changing our maybe our bedtime throughout the year to, go to bed when it's dark and wake up when it's light. All of these things, living with the seasons. And so, also, according to Chinese medicine, each season brings a new opportunity to honor different organs and emotions in our body. And during winter, we nourish and rebuild the kidneys and bladder and support the adrenals. These organs are the ones that give us energy required to wake up and live our amazing lives. So, when there is too much fear, too much sadness, depression, emotional overload of toxins in our body, these organs can become weak and depleted. When the adrenal glands, which are responsible for producing some of our hormones, become weak, we can experience what's called adrenal fatigue. And this manifests in the form of exhaustion, illness, stress, and sugar cravings. And then when the kidneys, which are the body's fuel tank and also help us excrete through urine, otherwise known as the vital home for our chi, and the chi is part of our our energy system. What's provides us with our energy according to Chinese medicine. And if it gets stuck or stagnant, if we have bloating, poor digestions, even hemorrhoids, anger, sadness, and emotional instability, All of these things can be signs and symptoms that our chi is stuck or stagnant. And so we can also sometimes, and women can also notice hormone imbalances or irregularities with our cycle if your chi is imbalanced or stagnant or stuck. Weak kidneys can also lead to thyroid dysfunction, low sex drive, sleep problems, and back pain. So we can see that, by supporting these organs, it really has far and wide consequences throughout our body, both physically and emotionally. And so the bladder is also responsible for excreting waste. And therefore, if it isn't functioning properly, the urinary tract can be overburdened with waste. Sometimes you'll notice you have cloudy urine, or your urine can change colors depending on what's excreting and how much of it or not. And sometimes you'll notice maybe you have bladder infections, yeast infections, or constipation. And all of these are also signs and symptoms that it's time to detox. It's time to support your natural excretion mechanisms. So our body excretes through feces, through our colon. It excretes through our bladder, through our kidneys, and also excretes through our skin. Our skin is our largest detoxing mechanism, our largest detoxing organ, through sweat, and through our breath when we do breath work. And if we're observing proper breathing, then it's also a very powerful detox mechanism. So all of these are important, and it's important that we take time out of our busy lives to observe these, to focus on these, to really focus them on nurturing and supporting our system. Most of us are very go, go, go. We're pulled in a million different directions. And so it's really important for us to take time to dedicate to ourselves, to really go inward in introspection, into that self nurturing, self care. So, supporting our kidneys, adrenals, and the bladder during the winter with the right foods, and also emotionally by letting go of fear and really taking ourselves out of fight or flight, is a fantastic way to nourish our body and help bring it back into balance. And a balanced body is free of sickness, free of exhaustion, free of night sweats, free of digestive issues. And really, a balanced body is a well body. So it's not just about, it's how do we feel every day? And our body will tell us that. So if we're tired, if we're fatigued, if we're just dragging ass throughout the entire day, if we're reliant on caffeine to keep us from feeling that way, then those are also signs that it's time to take a step back, to allow our lifestyle and our bodies to rebalance, to shift themselves. So, as we also focus on these organs through the winter and we focus on rebalancing them, pay close attention to the emotions associated with them. Are you experiencing fear, depression, anxiety? The anxiety that occurs when we get rid of toxins from the body can sometimes lead to panic attacks, depression, or even severe sadness if we don't give ourselves that space, if we push too hard. And so that's why I'm also a big proponent of gentle detoxes, natural detoxes that happen over a period of at least 2 weeks. My detox programs, the actual period of observing the detox way of eating is 2 weeks, but I give you a week of prep time, of preparation, of pre-paving to prepare not only your body and your mind, but also your household. And then after the 2 weeks of the eating, of observing the clean eating and eating with the season specifically, then that fourth week is actually a reintroduction phase, which I encourage all of my clients and all the people I work with to really be gentle with yourself in that reintroduction week. If you've been really diligent about abiding by the clean eating protocol that I have outlined and put together for you for those 2 weeks, then if you just go balls to the wall back into like cheese, grease, standard American diet food, then it can be really shocking to your system, and you might actually feel worse at the end than you did during. So be gentle, go slow. Listen to your body. This is a time to, have intentions. What are your intentions? What is your why? If you're going to join me for my winter detox on January 15th, what is your why? Why are you doing it? What is your goal? What do you want the outcomes to be? Do you looking to drop a few pounds? It's pretty easy to probably like get rid of 5 pounds of water weight, bowel weight, and an emotional weight during just this 2 to 4 week period. And what else is going on with you? um, have you just been pushing yourself to the max through the holidays and now you are completely exhausted? That's no way to start the new year, right? Like, we want to be able to start the new year rejuvenated and excited for what's coming. And so if you found me earlier, like in November and early December, I talked about actually doing this winter detox between that period of Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's a perfect time to allow yourself that space, because it also helps you not be so stressed, not be so spread out and strung out over all the places, doing all the things, going to all the parties, all the recitals, all the, all the events, all that stuff. So, the other thing that I wanted to point out about detoxing is our lymphatic system. So, our lymphatic system is its own circulatory system, and it actually helps carry cellular waste out of the body. And so, it carries this waste out of the body, it dumps it into the bloodstream goes into the liver then dumps it into, um, does its thing, its magical thing in the liver. Our liver is probably our most versatile, hardworking organ in our body, over 500 functions. And so there's simple things that I will have you do throughout this protocol, like dry skin brushing, tongue scraping. These are things that will help such a simple way possible, but so powerful for your body to really, it will help it along to get rid of these toxins, to get rid of the waste. So, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to throw it down in the chat. I love answering your questions. And so, anything else, like, what can we do? What can we expect from a winter detox? So, my program combines the basics of a clean eating protocol with seasonal eating, and then doing those things like skin brushing and tongue scraping and oil pulling as supportive mechanisms, too. So, I also encourage you to sauna if you have that available to you. Maybe take hot baths. Hot Epsom salt baths are fantastic. You can even add ginger or turmeric in there to help you get a sweat on, but it's also super anti-inflammatory. You can add essential oils, which can be very therapeutic and calming also. So if you go too hard too fast with a detox, you can get what we call detox symptoms. And so you might have headaches, bloating, constipation, even rashes, fatigue, poor sleep, irritability, and this emotional detox I was talking about earlier, which can be the anger, sadness, anxiety, or depression. But just know that as these things are coming up, they're coming up for you to clear. They're coming up because they want to come up and out. So just allow yourself that space to feel those feelings. A lot of times we have anxiety, we have depression, we have anger, we have irritability because these emotions come up and we just push them down, push them down, push them down because we don't want to deal with them or feel them. But if we really want to not be stuck in these cycles, we have to allow ourselves to feel the feelings, just allow them to be there, pass through us, move through us, be in a safe space. And then once they've completed their cycle, they will move on. The emotions, the feelings will move on, and you will have moved through it. You will have processed it versus ignoring, pushing down, and like working through, distracting ourselves through, whether it's again with work, shopping, sex, drugs, porn, well, all the things that we all distract ourselves with. So I will really encourage you, and I'll be there to support you throughout this entire detox. Again, we're starting on the 15th of January. You can join my seasonal detox membership at drlaramay.com/memberships. I have 3 fabulous memberships, and they're all super affordable because I want everyone out there to have these tools and these options available to them. So you can get started in the detox membership for just $88, and then it's just an $88 quarterly. So we'll have a spring detox, a summer, a fall, and then again a winter. So four seasons, 4 quarters of the year. And if you pay for the full year, there's a slight discount. So definitely, if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check that out. Again, that's at drlaramay.com/memberships. I'm hosting the winter detox membership starting the 15th. I would love to see you there, where there's going to be all sorts of fantastic recipes provided to you with shopping lists. I think there's over 60 recipes for a period of 2 weeks. But I'm going to get us started on the 15th with that pre-paving week. You will have a live call together, and then the 2 weeks of the clean eating, seasonal eating with all the recipes and shopping lists provided to you. If you have any dietary restrictions, once you have the recipes and shopping lists in hand, which I'll give you the very first day, so you can be looking at them and preparing and thinking about how it's going to fit into your life. If you have any questions about substituting anything, definitely reach out for me. That's why I'm here. I'm here to support you. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to allow you to customize it for you. And I want you to be able to prevent illness, create wellness, and especially in the new year. It's January, it's almost 2023. Are excited for the year to come, to make it your best year ever, to make it your healthiest year ever, or whatever your goals are. So I want you to start thinking about right now, what is your why? What is your why? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want to create wellness? What will it give you? What will it provide you? What will the benefits be in your life once you've created this ideal wellness picture for yourself? So that's what I'll leave you with today. This was Wellness Wednesday. And I'll see you next Wednesday for our next topic. So if you have any suggestions or questions, definitely DM me, throw it in the comments in the chat, and I love to address all of your questions and comments on this platform. So thanks for being with me today, and I will see you guys next week.